This conference will now be recorded.
No. So in the previous session, we have discussed about the Web2 lead and the Web2 case. Now, today we'll see the concept of email to case. So what exactly the email to case? What is the use? How to configure email to case feature in Salesforce? And how can we create the case record by sending an email notification to the specified email address? Now let's see practically. Now, for example, assume that whenever we are using a product from the Dell organization, upon facing the problem with the Dell product, we can raise a complaint. Upon facing the problem with the Dell product, we can raise a complaint. How? By making a call to the customer care center. Okay. By making a call to the customer care center, we can able to raise a complaint. That is one mechanism. Second way is we can able to raise a complaint by visiting any of the service center. So whatever the service centers are available in your city, which is nearby your location, we can visit that service center and we can raise a complaint. Third one, we can send an email notification to the support email ID. When you go to that warranty card, they're going to be indicating clearly upon facing the problem. So now you can able to send an email notification also. Like we have an email ID, which is support@somedell.com. So now please send your email notification by describing your problem, okay, to this email ID so that it will be creating a case record and then we can able to respond back to you. So that means what they're indicating a support email address. They're indicating a support email address. So now by sending the email notification to the support email address, we can able to create a case record also. We can raise a complaint to the Dell people. Why? Because is we can raise a question, sir, why you are going for email? Why can't we make a call to the Dell customer care? Suppose, for example, assume that I made a call to the Dell customer care center. So whenever I'm making the call to the Dell customer care center, my call is in waiting state. Because all the customer care executives are busy with some other customers, other calls, so that my call is in waiting state. So it's in waiting state. So that here, and after a few minutes, again I made a call to the Dell customer care center, and then I tried to raise a complaint. Again, my call is in waiting state. So in this case, whenever we are making a call to the customer care center, so now immediately your call may not be connected. Sometimes your call may be in waiting state because customer care executives may be busy with some other calls. Now, so now here in this case, for example, after a few minutes, okay, I have tried again. Okay, I have tried again to make a call to the customer care based on that toll-free number. Again, my call is in waiting state. So I got disconnected my call, and after half an hour, again I have tried. Again, my call is in waiting state. So I got irritated with that call center. For that one, I need an alternative mechanism in order to raise my complaint. Because every time I can't make a call to the customer care and I can't wait inside that, okay, the waiting state. For that reason here, I would like to use an alternative mechanism to raise a complaint. For that one, Salesforce has given one alternative mechanism that is called as, okay, email feature. So now when coming to that, for example, Dell people, they are going to be giving a support email ID where upon facing the problem, okay, you can able to raise a complaint by using this alternative mechanism. Just you can describe your problem. What are the problem that you are facing? We can describe about your problem inside an email and send that email notification to this support email ID so that it is going to be creating a case. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. Okay, so how can we raise a complaint okay, through by using this email notification? Now let's see practically in this case. Then how can we configure this? Now let's see practically. Now, so in this case, what exactly the email to case feature? Okay, email to case feature. So now email to case feature is used to create the case records, nothing but to raise a complaint through email notification. Just by sending an email notification to that Salesforce instance, we can raise a complaint also. We can create a case record also. Now, so now here in this case, then how can we do that? Now let's see practically. Now, so in this case, how it will work internally, let me explain first. So for example, assume that today customer is facing a problem. Okay, assume that we have a customer. For example, we have a customer. Now, so now he is one of the customer who is utilizing our product. Today, customer is facing some problem with the product. So the customer wants to raise a complaint. Okay, customer wants to raise a complaint. So that you will be having multiple channels available. Okay, you will be having multiple channels. One is we can able to raise a complaint by making a call to the customer care. That is one way. Okay. Now in this case, what the customer can do, customer will be having the multiple possibilities available. Okay, multiple possibilities. Then what he can do when coming to the customer can able to make a call to the customer care center. They will be having the customer care center. The customer care. Simply the customer care center is available over here. So now we can able to make a call to the customer care center based on the toll-free number. So every customer care center will be having a toll-free number. Like so, for example, some +1 800 778 7700. Assume that this is the customer care number, so that we can able to make a call to this customer care center and then we can able to raise a complaint. This is one mechanism. Suppose if you are not feeling comfortable to raise a complaint through the customer care, if your call is always in waiting state, then we can able to use another alternative mechanism. So what is that? We can able to go with the company's website. You will be having the Dell website is available. Okay, you can go to that Dell website. So we have a Dell website which has http www.somedell.com. We can go to this company's website. In this company's website, you will be having that option called as complaint registration form. That is nothing but Web2 case feature. Web2 case. By using that, okay, by using that company's websites, by using this organization website also, we can able to raise a complaint with the help of Web2 case feature. Now, so what is another alternative mechanism? The third alternative mechanism is whenever if you want to raise a complaint. Whenever if you want to raise a complaint, the third alternative mechanism is we can able to send an email notification. Okay, you can send an email notification. So you can prepare an email notification over here. By sending that email notification to the Salesforce server also, we can able to raise a complaint. For that one, we are using a feature called as email to case. Email to case. This is one mechanism. Let me explain that. Multiple channels to raise a complaint. Next one. And after that, you will be having one more mechanism is available here. Like one more mechanism. For example, you can able to raise a complaint. You can able to raise a complaint just with the help of a feature. Okay, we can able to raise a complaint with the help of a feature called as live agent. We can able to raise a complaint with the help of a feature called as live agent. Live agent is a feature which is used to raise a complaint, okay, through online, okay, through online. Just by using some live chat, we can able to raise a complaint. And next one is one more channel, one more mechanism that is called as communities. That is called as communities. Communities. Through communities also, we can able to raise a complaint. That possibility will be available. These are the multiple channels are available. Whenever if you want to raise a complaint, if you want to raise a case, then you are having multiple channels are available. First way is we can able to make a call to the customer care to raise a complaint. Second one, we can use that Web2 case feature, already you know. Third one, we have email to case. That means by sending an email notification to the customer care. Okay, by sending some email notification to the customer care over here. Like for example, I would like to send an email notification, okay, to the customer care at the by using an email notification support@somedell.com. And then we can use that live chat feature also, or else we can use communities also. And then one more mechanism that is called as CTI, computer telephone integration. So multiple channels are available. Okay, multiple channels are available in order to raise a complaint. So from this one, so now we are going to be using the feature called as email to case. Email to case. So by sending an email notification, we can able to create a case record also. That possibility is available. So now here in this case, what will happen? The customer is going to be preparing one email notification. Okay, the customer is going to be preparing an email notification. Now, so let me remove all these options. Now, so in this case, customer is going to be preparing one email notification. We will prepare an email notification by using any of that email application. By using any of this email application, it may be Gmail also, it may be Yahoo Mail also, Rediff Mail also, your company's the official mail also, whatever, anything. So by preparing one email notification, okay, by preparing one email notification, we can send this email notification to the support email ID. Send the email notification to the support email ID. So what is the support email ID? Like some support@somedell.com. or support@nokia.com, support@some Sony.com, support@some Salesforce.com. Like that, you will be having that support email IDs are available. So we can send the email notification to that support email ID. Inside this email, we can able to specify the complete details. So what exactly the problem that you're facing with the product, we can give the description of this particular problem, and then we can able to send this email notification to this email ID. Whenever you are sending this email notification to this particular email ID, now this email ID is going to be sending the email notification to the Salesforce server. It will send this email notification to the Salesforce server. So now we are having that Salesforce server is available here. We have the Salesforce server. Salesforce server. Now, so now here it will be sending this email notification to that Salesforce server. As soon as the email notification has been sent to the Salesforce server, now this Salesforce server is going to be collecting this email notification with the help of a feature called as email services. With the help of a feature called as email services, and then once the email notification has been received, and based on that email notification, it is going to be creating a new case record inside your case object. Okay, it will go to that case object. I'm having this case object, for example. Inside this, you will be having that case ID and the case number, case priority, case status, and the case subject, and the case description. Now, so this is the case object that we have. This is a case object. Inside this case object, we're having the various of fields are available. ID field, case number, case number field, case number, case status, case priority, case subject, and the case description. Case description. So these are the various of fields are available inside my case object. So now, as soon as whenever I'm sending the email notification to this support email ID, automatically the support email ID will route this email notification to the Salesforce server. Now Salesforce server will be receiving this email notification, and based on this email notification, it is creating a new case record inside our case object. Now, so in this case, now, so whatever the email subject is available, okay, whatever the email subject is available, and the email body, nothing but email content. So whatever the email subject is available, that email subject it is going to be storing inside the subject. Whatever the email subject is there, because I have sent some email notification. In that email notification, I'm having the email subject. So whatever the email subject is available, that email subject is going to be storing inside the subject field of your case object. Whatever the email content is available, that is storing inside this description field. Okay, description field. And then case number will be generating automatically. Case ID also will be generating automatically by Salesforce. Now, so now here in this case here, so by sending one email notification to that email ID, we can able to create the case record also with the help of a feature called as email to case. Generally, nobody will touch this concept. We can inquire in any institute also, any course also, nobody will touch this concept. Now, so now in this case, but this is most important. As part of Service Cloud, these are most important features. Now, so then how can we configure? This is the internal concept. So now, whenever we are going to be sending this email notification, by preparing an email notification to this particular email address, then it will be sending this email notification to the Salesforce server. Salesforce server is collecting this email notification, and then it is going to be preparing one case record based on that email subject and the email content. This is the internal concept of email to case. Now, here the thing is, we need to configure this support email address. This is also called as routing address. Okay, this is also called as routing address. Routing address. That means to which email ID you want me to send the email notification. Okay, to which email address I have to send the email notification to raise the complaint. When you go to some support email IDs, okay, when you go to some support email IDs, they will be having different email addresses. Like they will be having multiple branches. At that time, for the Hyderabad, they will be indicating like that. Hyderabad underscore support @sometel.com. That means the people who are from Hyderabad, if they need any support, then send the email notification to this email address. The people who are from Bangalore, okay, they can send the email notification to this email address. Bangalore, okay, support @sometel.com. These are the routing addresses over here. Okay, these are the routing addresses we can configure. Like the similar way, how to configure this routing address? Now, we can configure this routing address as part of your Salesforce instance. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. The thing is, first of all, we have to configure the routing address. Suppose to send the email notification, we need the two address, right? To which email address you want to send the email notification. So now here we need to configure this email address that is called as routing address. We have to generate this routing address first. That is the main thing as part of email to case. Remaining thing is simple. Preparing email subject, email content, everything you can do. Hi, we can specify, we can send it, no problem. But to whom? To which email ID we need to send this email notification? That we need to prepare that email ID. That is the concept of email to case. Now, so in this case, we need to configure the routing address first. Then how can we configure? Now let's see practically in this case. How to configure the routing address, I will show you practically. That is the main task as part of email to case. In this case here, how can we implement this email to case functionality? So for this one, what we have to do is, as a step one, first of all, we have to enable the email to case feature. Email to case feature inside the architecture. Okay, we have to enable the email to case feature. Generally, web to lead, web to case features are enabled automatically by default, but email to case feature we have to enable manually. Okay, we have to enable the email to case feature manually inside the Salesforce instance. How to enable, I will show you practically. And as a step two, so once the email to case feature has been getting enabled, then we have to configure the routing address. We have to configure the routing address. Okay, as a step two, we have to configure the routing address. So once the routing address has been getting configured, then we have to send the email. Then we have to send the email notification to the routing address to create the case record. To create a case record through email to case feature. Through email to case feature. These are the three simple steps we have to follow. The first step, as a step one, we have to enable the email to case feature. Okay, as a step one, we have to enable the email to case feature first. Once the email to case feature has been getting enabled, then as a step two, we have to configure the routing address. Okay, now once the routing address has been configured, then we have to send the email notification to the routing address so that it will be creating a case. Okay, these are the 3 simple steps we need to follow as part of this email to case feature. Okay, now let's see how can we do this one as part of this functionality. Now, so let's go to your Salesforce instance first. Now, so now here in this case, as a step 1, first of all, we have to enable email to case. Where is this email to case feature? We have to go to the build menu in the left panel, click on customize and expand it, go to that cases, go to the cases. Inside these cases, you will be having an option called as email to case. There is an option called as email to case link is available, which is used to configure the email to case feature. Click on this email to case link. Now it is indicating clearly. So now the customer who is utilizing the product, if the customer is facing any problem, then you can able to prepare one email notification by specifying the subject and the description. If required, you can add some attachments also, no problem. Okay. Suppose if you're unable to explain the problem, then take a screenshot of the problem and then you can able to attach as a screenshot as an attachment along with your email. Once the email is ready, then send this email notification. Whenever I'm sending the email notification to the specified routing address that will be receiving by the Salesforce instance, now the Salesforce server will be receiving this email notification. It is creating a case record inside your case object automatically. This is the actual functionality of email to case feature. Okay, now, so let's see how can we do this. Click on continue. We have to enable the email to case feature. So now we have to specify this. So now you will be having a section called as email to case settings section. Okay, go to this email to case settings section and then click on edit button. Click on edit button. So now here it is indicating that enable email to case feature. So now this option is not enabled. Web to lead, web to case features are enabled automatically or by default inside your Salesforce instance, but email to case feature is not enabled by default. We have to enable it manually. Now I want to enable it. Select this checkbox. Next, the second one. The next option is notify case owners on new email. That means as soon as whenever a new case record has been getting created, then the owner of the case should be received one email notification. Okay, the owner of the case should be received one email notification. So for that reason, we need to select this checkbox. So owner should be received one email notification. Boss, dear service person, the new case has been assigned to you. So please start working on this one. Now, enable HTML email. So what do you mean by HTML email? That means what? Inside your email notification, okay, inside your email notification, whatever the email content that you have prepared, if the email content is having some HTML format of content, like some colors, some alignments, some fonts, styles, hyperlinks, images, these kind of notifications are called as HTML emails. Now, so in this case here, so enable HTML email. That means here, please enable HTML email notifications. Also, not only the plain text type of email notifications, it should be able to accept the HTML format of email notifications also. Now, the next one. So now it is indicating that set case source to email. That means here the case source, nothing but source. How you have raised that case? By using that email notification. So that here set case source to email, nothing but the option will be email. Okay, this is the email to case option. So that here it is indicating, I'm going to be indicating that case source equals to email. That means this case has been raised through by sending one email notification. Next, save email to case attachments as Salesforce files. That means whatever the email notifications that we are sending to raise the complaint. In that email, if you have added any attachments also, then you want me to store those attachments as the Salesforce files. If yes, then you can select this checkbox. I want to save this one. Okay, now. So now here in this case, send emails from cases. So it is going to be selecting this one here. Okay, all the email notifications, send the email notifications, okay, from cases. It will be inserting over here. Insert thread ID in the email subject. Okay, insert thread ID in the email subject. So that here, so now here, whatever the email notification that you have sent, so now in that email notification, inside that subject, the thread ID will be getting included. In the email body, also thread ID also will be getting included. Based on that here, the email subject will be storing inside the subject field. Email content will be storing inside that content field. That means description field. Next, on-demand services. On-demand services means what? So now in this case, sometime back, we have a feature called as we have a tool. Sometime before, we don't have this kind of on-demand email services feature over there. Okay, sometime before, we don't have this on-demand email services. Because here, what is the problem is, whenever we are sending this email notification over, okay, whenever I'm sending this email notification to the support email ID, here they have inserted one more process over there. Sometime before, in between that, we are having one more step is available. One more step is available over there. What is that step? Here we have to use a tool called as, okay, email to case agent. Okay, we have to use a tool called as email to case agent tool. There is a tool called as email to case agent tool. Email to case agent. There is a tool called as email to case agent tool. We have to install this tool into your local system. And once you are installing this tool into your local system, as soon as whenever you are sending the email notification to this particular support email ID, then what it will do is it is going to be converting this particular email notification in the form of a case record, and then this case record it is sending to the Salesforce server. Now Salesforce server is going to be creating the case record inside the case subject. This is a process is happening over there. But in this case, what is the problem? We have to install this email to case agent tool. Okay, how to install email to case agent tool into your local system, then only this feature will work. But now Salesforce has completely avoided this tool over here. You no need to have this tool over here. Okay, we no need to have this tool. Directly we can able to raise a complaint also. Whenever I'm sending the email notification, the Salesforce server will take care of this entire process. For that one, I would like to go with that on-demand email. Okay, on-demand email services. That's what it is indicating. So on-demand email to case enables your organization to automatically create cases from email without having you to download and install the email to case agent behind your network firewall. This is the problem. Okay, so previously what happened here? Previously, we don't have the facility to convert this email notification to the case record by default by the Salesforce server. There we have to install a tool called as email to case agent tool. We have to install into your local system. Upon sending the email notification to that specific the routing address, then the email to case agent tool will receive that email notification. It will collect the content of this email notification. Based on that, it is preparing a case record. That case record will be sending to the Salesforce server. Then Salesforce server is going to be creating the case record inside your case object. But everybody is not installing because nowadays usage of the smartphones, smart devices, tabs is very, very high. The people are not installing anything. So in this case, suppose if we need to download and install that email to case agent tool, so now in this case, all the devices may not be supporting to install that tool. That is a problem. So for that reason here, Salesforce has given that feature called as on-demand email feature. Okay, Salesforce has given a feature called as on-demand email feature where, okay, on-demand email feature where Salesforce is going to be receiving the email notification, and then once the email notification has been getting received, then this email notification will be collecting with the Salesforce server. It will convert this email notification into the form of a case record. So for that reason, it is indicating clearly over here. Now, so that here on-demand email to case enables your organization to automatically create case records from email notification. So we no need to download without having you to download and install the email to case agent tool inside your local system or inside your organization system. Okay, now simply configure your email system to forward case submission emails to the email services address provided by your salesforce.com. That means simply we can send the email notification to the support email ID so that we can create the case record. Now, so that here enable this option, enable on-demand service. Enable on-demand service. So now in this case, we can now get in this case. Whenever I'm going to be sending the email notification to create the case records, so now sometimes here the number of email notifications per day is keep on increasing. Okay, per day, if the number of email notifications are keep on increasing, then what we can do? Now, per day, if the number of email notifications are keep on increasing over here, then what we can do? Now, let's see what will happen in this case. Now, so in this case, over email rate limit action. That means what? If the number of email notifications are receiving per day is more than 1500 or 2500, then what we can do in this case? So there is some limitation is available. There is some limitation is available. Whenever I'm sending the email notification to create the case record to the support email ID, Salesforce has given the limitation that per day we can it will be able to convert maximum of 2500 email notifications in the form of case records. Not more than that. That is a limitation. Suppose today, okay, 2501 person has sent that email notification to create the case record, then what we can do? What we can do now? In this case here, so now we can make it as requeue. Okay, requeue that message. That means please place that request inside the queue. For example, assume that. Okay, for example, assume that general scenario, not the new one. Everything is real world scenarios only, nothing different. For example, I'm reserving a train ticket, okay, for my travel plan. So when you go to the train ticket, they're having some limitations are available. They're having some limitations are available over. They're having some limitations. So now they're having assumed that some 600 seats are available. All the 600 seats are full. Now I'm going to be reserving the ticket here. So what about my ticket now? Do we have the chance to reserve the ticket or not? Yes, there is a possibility, but my ticket will not be confirmed. My ticket will be in the waiting list. That means there is a queue where we can able to wait. Because what are the 600 people has reserved the seats, there might be some chances some of the people may cancel their ticket before the travel. Because of some personal reasons, they may cancel their seats also. They may cancel their tickets also. They may postpone their travel plan also. At that time, those seats are going to be allocating to the other people who are waiting inside the queue. So for that one, Salesforce is maintaining a queue. Inside that queue, please place that particular record over there. Okay, please place that record over there. Now, so now here in this case, whenever I'm going to be sending the email notifications, if the number of limit, nothing but if the daily limit is crossed, then send that additional request to that, okay, the queue, nothing but place inside the queue. Next, unauthorized sender action. That means if the unauthorized person is going to be keep on sending that email notification, some people are going to be keep on bombarding some email notifications. At that time, simply discard those messages, bounce or discard. What is the difference between bounce and discard? Bounce means what? It will be sending one acknowledgement notification to the person, but your email notification cannot be delivered. Your delivery has been failed. It will be sending that bounce message. Suppose if you indicating discard, simply it will be discarding, that it will ignore that operation. It won't send any bounce notification over there. It won't send any acknowledgement over there. These are the options are available. Over email rate limit action is requeue, and then unauthorized sender action will be discard. Okay, these are the various options over here. Now, so now enable email to case, we have to select that. Notify the case owners to be receiving an email notification, and then HTML email notifications also should be able to receive, and then make that source of the case equals to email, and then accept the attachments also, and then specify the enable on-demand services. Over email rate limit action should be requeue, nothing but place inside the queue, so that tomorrow morning these records will be coming from queue to your case record automatically. And then unauthorized actions will be getting discarded. Now click on save button. As soon as once you click on this save button, it will ask you to configure the routing address. It will ask you to configure the routing address over here. Now, so when you come down over here, generate the routing address. How many routing addresses you can configure? A number of. Like as part of my business, I'm having the multiple support centers are available. Like as for the Hyderabad, I'm having one support email ID, Hyderabad_support@dell.com. For Bangalore, Bangalore_support@dell.com. For Chennai, Chennai_support@dell.com. Like that here we are having, I need multiple support email IDs also, so that we can configure multiple routing addresses also. Routing addresses, not only one, multiple routing addresses also we can define. How to configure this routing address? Now let's see. Click on new button to create a new routing address. Nothing but this is the email address which we are configuring. So how all the organizations are using this kind of support email IDs? Because of this email to case feature only, nothing different. Same concept. But there the people might have created some code, but we are doing everything through configuration just by using some mouse pointers. Now, so now routing name, I'm going to be indicating that. Now, I would like to indicate forces email to case. Okay, forces email to case system. Now, so now here I'm indicating the email address. Specify any of the email address over here, but don't enter your organization's email address over here. I'm indicating my email address over here. Okay, I'm indicating this. Now, after that, so now accept email from. Okay, accept email from. Sometimes you can restrict that email notification. Whenever I'm sending the email notifications, okay, to raise that complaint, then sometimes you can restrict that. So now whenever if you are sending the email notification, suppose if your email notification has been sent from only @some tcs.com, then only it should be able to create a case record, or else it should not create. That means what, based on the domain name, you can able to, based on the domain name, you can able to restrict that email notifications to be get converted as cases. Suppose if you are sending the email notification, okay, from the tcs.com domain only, then only it will be able to convert this email notification as a case record, or else it can't convert. Suppose if you want to accept the email notification only from gmail.com, then you can specify @gmail.com. Like that. If you did not specify anything, all the email addresses will be getting considered. Accept email from. If you want to accept the email notifications only from few domain names, then you can specify the domain names over here. Okay, we can specify that. Enabling on-demand email notification cases over here. Leave this field blank if you want on-demand email to case receive email from any email address or any domain. Depends upon your requirement over here. Okay, so now that possibility is available over here. So if you want to receive the email notification only from like some tcs.com and wipro.com, then you can able to specify that limitations also over here. That possibility is available. Okay, now that possibility is available. Based on the domain name also we can restrict, but I want to accept from all. Next, Create a task from email. That means once a new record has been getting created, once a new case has been getting created, you want me to assign the task or not? Yes, I want to assign. So what is the task status? I'm indicating not started. Now, the case settings. Whenever we are going to be creating the case record, to whom this case has to be get assigned? Okay, to whom the case has to be get assigned over here. To which owner you want me to assign that case over here. Okay, to which owner you want me to assign that case record. So you can specify that owner over here. You can specify. Now, I want to place that record inside a queue. Okay, I want to place that record inside a queue over here. So now in this case, so here we can able to specify that whenever we are going to be creating these kind of support email addresses, okay, these kind of support email addresses, then you can able to create a queue. What is that queue? Hyderabad service queue. Hyderabad service queue. So whenever the people are going to be sending the email notification to this routing address, then please assign this case record inside this Hyderabad service queue, so that in this Hyderabad service queue, whenever the record has been placed, automatically all the queue members will be receiving the email notification. From that one, any of the person will accept that case record, they will start working on that case. This is the concept internally. We are going to be sharing the workload to that multiple people inside the organization. Okay, by configuring the queues. Okay, that's how the real business will work. When you go to bank also, wherever you go, service centers also, same process will happening in the background. Now, so now here in this case, you can specify to whom you want me to make it. This case has to be get assigned. I want to assign this case record to a specific queue. Do we have any queue? Yes, yes. We have a queue here. Hyderabad service queue. I want to assign this case record to the Hyderabad service queue. What is the priority you want me to assign? Priority, we can make it as high. Case origin, I'm indicating like as, okay, email. That means email to case I'm going to be raising it. So as soon as whenever I'm going to be sending the email notification, please create a case record. That case record should be get assigned to a owner called as Hyderabad service queue. As soon as whenever the case record has been placed inside the Hyderabad service queue, then all the queue members will be receiving the email notification automatically. Once the service people receive the email notification, they will start looking into that queue. They will accept the case record. They will start working on this. This is what we can able to make the entire process automated.
Sir, can we select as a user or
we can select the user also.
no problem. Select
Madam, one by one. So let Sai can complete his question. Yeah, Sai, tell me.
and right now I am selecting in my laptop as a user, sir. Is there
Suppose
any
if
problem, sir?
yeah, one thing. No, there is no problem. Suppose, for example, you are selecting a user. So from now onwards, whenever you are sending the email notification to create a case record, all the cases will be assigning to that user. Suppose if the user is in leave for the next 1 week, what about these cases? That
Okay.
user is in vacation. User is in vacation for next 1 week. Then what will be the situation? The problem is the people
next
have to wait. The people has to wait. That means those cases will be in the pending status. Once he
we
come
cannot
back.
change in that vacation into queue, sir.
In this case, we are going to placing inside the queue. If you are placing inside the queue, then all the queue members will be having the access on. Suppose if 2 members they are very busy with some other work, third person will take up the record. He will start working on that. Okay, so that here we no need to assign that record to a specific user. If I'm assigning to a user, if the user is already busy with some other cases, or if the user is in vacation for some time, then this case has to be get wait. The case will be in the pending status. Suppose if the case is having any SLA, like as 2 hours of time, then at that time case will be getting escalated automatically. If the case is escalated, it's a major issue. It's a major problem. Okay, that's what here. Don't target to a user assigned to the queue. So that if one person is busy, another person will take up that case record. He will start working on this. Okay. Now, yeah, tell me, madam, what is your question?
Okay,
now?
sir.
Sir, you said the case priority is high. whenever the mails are coming to mail ID, all the mails will be of high priority.
Yes, no,
All the
because
cases will be of high
after this one.
priority.
Now I am going to sending the email notification to the Salesforce server. Okay, I'm not sending in the email. Whenever the case record is created, in that case, you will be having some set of fields are available here. In the case subject, we have some set of fields are there: case number, status, priority, origin, and then reason, subject, description, like that. Here I'm going to be indicating this case is a high priority case. If you want to set it to medium, then you can set it to medium, no problem. Any of that priority which you want, we can give the priority as well.
So all
Okay.
the mails coming to this mail ID will be priority.
Yes. So whatever the email notification that the people are sending to raise a complaint, all those cases will be with the high priority. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now click on save button.
Sir, I have one more question, sir.
Yes.
So let's say, suppose, I mean, the user may be in different locations, like different locations. So they are facing some issues, and they send the email. So all these emails are sent to the Hyderabad service queue or any others. You can send only to one.
Now, in this case here, depends upon the routing address to which they have sent the email notification. Suppose if you are from Hyderabad location, we can send the email notification to Hyderabad support@dell.com.
How
If
can
you
we
are
just
from Bangalore, we can able to send this. Like that, here we have to configure each and every routing address. I will show you that one. Let me complete this routing address. Like the similar manner, we can create one more routing address also, like that.
Sir, can we assign two queues to the same thing? Can we do that?
No, only one.
Only.
Only one queue we can able to select. Okay, only one queue we can select, not multiple queues. So now once you click on this save button, now automatically it is going to be creating a routing address over here. Now, so it is generating a routing address. It will send one email notification over here. Routing address has been getting configured, but it has to be get activated. So whatever the email address we have specified over here, now this email address has to be get verified first. Okay, this email address has to be get verified first. So that here it is having a small option called as verify. Okay, verify. So now once you click on this verify, it will be sending that verification link to your email address over here. Then go to your email address and then activate that verification link. Let me go to my email address. You will be receiving one verification link is available. Just click on that link. That's it. Nothing else. Now, so go to that verification over here. So now click on this verification link. Once you click on this verification link, it is indicating that thanks for verifying your routing email address. Let's go to your routing address over here. Click on continue. So now it is indicating my email ID is a verified one. Previously it is indicating verified. Now it is indicating verified email address. So this is the routing address has been generated by Salesforce. Okay, this is the routing address. To this email address, the people have to send the email notification. Like we have support@dell.com, right? So this is the email address to which the people has to send the email notification. So it is indicating, so now Firoz Jani @ and it will be having the domain name over here, like this. To this email address, this is the two address to whom we need to send the email notification. Now, in this case, we can raise a question. Sir, this is looking like very lengthy email ID, right? How the people can remember? If it is simply support@dell.com, then it will be very easy to remember. Then how the people can remember this much of lengthy email address to send the email notification in order to create a case record? For that one, in this case, we need to take the help of network administrator people. We need to take the help of network administrator, nothing but system admins. Okay, system admin people. we can take the help of system admin people, and then we have to inform them, boss, please create one email notification, nothing but email ID with the name support@dell.com. Please create one email ID with the help of with the name support@dell.com, and then in this email address, create a distribution list. Create a distribution list. In this mail distribution list, okay, then you can add this email address, whatever the routing address we have generated. Routing address. So this is the email address. Please add this email address as a member. So whenever I'm sending the email notification to the support@dell.com, automatically one copy will be sending to this email notification over here. So then automatically it will be creating a case card. This is how we can make that process simplified. In this case, we need the help of system administrator people, network administrator people. Okay, as part of the organization, if I'm giving to the customer this much of lengthy email ID, boss, upon if you want to raise a complaint through by sending the email notification, send the email to this email address. Then the customer will get confused. What is this email address? This much of lengthy. It will be difficult to remember. For that reason, we can able to take the help of this network administrator, ask them to create one shortest email ID, simple email ID, like a support@dell.com. In that email ID, ask them to add this routing address as a distribution list. Then whenever the people are sending one email notification, it's like as a group. Whenever I'm sending one notification to the group, then automatically, so now this is also one of the group member, right? It will be receiving an email notification, then automatically it will send this notification to the server. Server will be converting this email to the case record. It will be creating the case record inside this. Okay, this is what the process we have to follow as part of email to case. Now, let me test it right now. Okay, let me test it right now. How can we do this? So this is that lengthy email address over. So routing address which we have configured. Okay, this is one routing address which we have configured for this email to case. Like the similar way, we can create one more also, one more routing address also. Like as for example, this is for Hyderabad support. If you want to create one more, go to the routing address, click on new, which is for Bangalore support team. Okay, this is how we can able to configure multiple routing addresses also inside a single organization. That possibility is available. Now, so now this is for Hyderabad, okay, support. Okay, one is for Bangalore support, another one is for Mumbai support. Like that, we can able to configure that possibility is available. So in this case, how can we test it right now? So let me go to my Gmail notification, Gmail address. Okay, I'm going to be creating a new email notification. You can take any email address, no problem, whatever we have. I'm logging into my personal email notification. Now, I'm going to be sending the email notification. Click on compose. What is the email address? This is the lengthy email address. Copy this lengthy email. Subject. I'm indicating the subject over here. So what will be the subject? I'm indicating the subject as no. So now I'm indicating the subject with the name, such as my desktop device keep on rebooting. Keep on rebooting. So I'm indicating that. Dear customer support, My newly purchased desktop device is keep on rebooting. So I'm facing, okay, it is keep on shutting down in the middle of the work. Please have a look into the issue and resolve the issue as soon as possible. Thanks and regards. And then I'm indicating some fields. So now this is the email notification I want to send. Now, before sending that, let me verify, do we have any case record inside my case object with these details? Let me go to my case object here. Case object ID is 500. Let's see the cases. Do we have any such cases with the same name over here? No. So now getting this here, I'm going to be indicating this. So now I'm going to be creating a new case. Let me go to my email. Click on send. As soon as once you click on this send button, automatically a new case record will be getting created with these details. Previously, we have 24 cases as of now. Okay, as of now, we have 24 cases. Let me refresh this user interface. Now, it will take some time to create the case record inside your case object. So let's verify. Given the high priority, if you go to that Hyderabad service queue, see, my case has been created successfully. Inside this queue, the case has been created successfully over here, which has been assigned to that Hyderabad service queue. So when you open this case, you can see the case details over here. Open this case, you can see that case information. It is indicating that my desktop devices keep on rebooting. Dear customer support, my newly purchased desktop devices keep on rebooting. It is keep on shutting down in the middle of the work. So I have indicated the whole information. What are the details I have given? With those details, it is creating a new case record. It is adding the email address also, name also, case number has been generated, status, priority, origin, everything has been prepared by Salesforce automatically. And then, so once the case record has been placed inside that queue, okay, once the case record has been placed inside the queue, then all the queue members will be receiving the email notification. That means what? Who is the member of this queue? For this one, development user will be the member of this queue. So that here, let me log in into the development user. Go to the users. Log in into the development user right now. Go to the case object. Click on cases. Get the cases which are available inside the Hyderabad service queue. Now this is the case. Currently the case is available on the queue. Now this person will be ready to work on this. So select this record, click on accept. Then automatically case record will be transferring from the queue to the accepted member. So when you go to the case, now this case has been assigned to whom? Development user will be the owner of this case from now on. So it will be transferring that case record to ownership. From there, he will be start working on this. This is how we can able to make the process automated. So you can send the email notification to support@dell.com, and internally that server will be converting that email notification into the case, and then that will be assigning to a queue. Queue member will be accepting the record. He will start working on the case. This is how the process will work internally when you go to that real world and the real-time implementations. It may be banking, finance, anywhere, wherever you go, same thing will be happening internally. Everything will be configurable, okay, by using most pointers in Salesforce. Okay, this is the concept of email to case in Salesforce. Okay, now tomorrow we'll see few more features of the security, like as profiles concept we'll see that in detail information of each and every feature of profile.
Sir, I have a little bit confusion over here, sir.